Hello and welcome at the Buas bees. They are flying and that's really good. They're active. It's nice weather, good stable weather. This is how it should be. Nice active bees. Today doing an inspection. Hopefully they are ready to go into the winter, and we'll check on food, we'll check on health, and well, we'll see. Last time this year, next time next year, the bees will still be here. Hopefully they survive winter, and we'll see. Let's take a look inside the hives. Let's take a look at the first hive. A lot of propolis, so it's really sticky. That's good. And well, this is a good start. Let's see how much food is in it and how they are doing. You can see everything. See, yeah, a little bit. So let's see. So we're preparing them for winter. In the winter they're going to be on clutter of bees with the queen in the middle when it's really cold, and from the outside the bees will give the food to the inside to the queen and keep her warm. And in winter, how longer the winter lasts, how more bees will die, and in the end we have a little bit of a clutter of bees with the queen inside. And when it's warmer again, they will go to work on a real new colony. So the queen has to survive. Is the queen dying in winter? Well, the colony will die. That's life of a bee. So everything for the queen. We got 1, 2 frames with food. That's good. Let's see. Here we have brood. That's perfect. This closed kept brood with some food at the top. That's right. We have some old things to cut away. So this good. Kept brood, only kept brood. And I want to see some open brood. Drones are gone. It's a finito for the drones. So only the worker bees and the queen. And we got open brood, kept brood, and a little bit of food. So we got 2 frames with food. And I want more frames with food. So they collect them, a lot of themselves. They used some lately. So this is again a lot of food. So let's say we have 2.5 frame. We're only gonna let them be in winter in 1 brood box. That's enough in this size. And now it's really tight, but there's no problem. And in spring we get the honey supers quickly on top, and then they can grow again. So all food for winter. That's great. Let's see what we've got more. Yeah, food and brood. This is great. A lot of food above the brood. This is really how it should be for bees. Bees. Here it comes. Next one. Also food. Some space for brood, and we see eggs and larvae. And let's cut this so I know in spring it wasn't there before winter. So the last 2, it's probably food, and when it is, they have enough for winter. So let's see. Yeah, a little bit. So all frames have food. So all frames have 1/3, almost 1/3 of fruit. This is an old one. 1/3 of food, and this is one full. 1, 2, 3 really full. Full 4 almost. And let's say together 2. So that's good. Good enough for me. Good enough. They can do it with this. This is a really good frame. So let's put it here. So this is alright. It's coming winter. So let's see how the other hive is doing. So here at the other hive, also good. So why am I not putting all the food I have in the hive? Well, the queen needs some space to lay her eggs. If it's all food, no eggs. It's too little food, they won't survive winter. So what I did, I left the honey supers really long on. So the honey supers were full, and I put the food in the brood box. So this is all food they collected themselves. I have food with me. If they have not enough, I give them a little bit more. But I try, it's not always working, try to let them get all the food themselves. So they're still collecting nectar from the hydra this moment, and well, some other late flowers. They're really great for nectar right now. The hydra is now, you see, when the butterflies are on it, there's nectar. And they are, so they can collect now in this 2 weeks good weather. They can collect some more, but this time this hive has a little bit, need a little bit more on this moment. So let's see what the other frames do. So this hive can get a little bit more from me, but that's no problem. A lot of brood open and kept. This is food, so let's see how much food we have more. So also on top of the brood there's food. We see a lot of brood, that's okay. The bees are really nice. And as I said, it's really stable weather today. So when you have colonies who are protecting, people say they're aggressive, but they are not, they're protecting. It's probably because there is something why they do that. And today you see it's really nice weather. It's not too cold, not too hot, no wind, really stable weather, and they are beautiful. The last time it was thundery, it was rainy, so they were not happy. I need to have my smoke with me, and even then they were not happy. So here food and an empty frame. So here, yeah, these are frames where the worker bees were born, and they are cleaning it out now. So the last 3, I hope there's some food in. Yeah, here's some food and a lot of brood, that's okay. Kept brood, some open brood, yeah, larvae, that's okay. So let's see the last 2. I still think I need to give them a little bit more. And yes, I do. So they get 1 more zip, and then after winter the last is full. Yeah, that's good. So this one was brood, so I'm gonna put this back here where it came from. So I need my other hand, so I can be really careful with the hook, the hive tool, my fingers. Sometimes I use 2 tools, but can be a little bit slippery, and even slippery with my fingers. So let's do this, put it back where we got it. So what happens if I'm here in, well, let's say January, to do a little bit of a check. So in January I won't film. I'll pick up the hive just a little bit from the back and I feel how heavy it is. If it's not heavy enough for 2 more months, I know how heavy it must be, then I'll give them some dough, sugar dough, and if they have enough, no problem, I won't feed them. So that's the only check I do. I'll give them some food and maybe I'll see you at the next one. So let's see how this last one is doing. Some food, great, some nice brood. So food in the first frame. Then there will be food in the second frame. Yes. And there will be food in the first frame. 3 frames food. This will be enough food, I think. Mostly the other side has also enough, if this side has enough. So we'll see. Nice open brood, kept brood, good frame. Let's see the next one. It's a good frame, yes. So a little less bees, that's okay. It could be more, but the queen was not really good. So we put a new queen in. So this is a new queen and she is making a really nice run to winter. It's really good for this queen. We have some nice days now, so she can still have enough light and warmth. Long days to lay her eggs. So this is okay. This is okay. Let's see how the food is. So 3 frames at the other side. The last 3 frames, and yes, as I thought, 3 frames of food. There's also food on top of the frames. So this one could be brood, and the nectar they are still collecting. This is okay. So let's put this back here. And I'm happy. Bye bye. I'm happy. Great work. Good job. So this was the hive inspection last time this year, and as I said, I can get more food in the hive, but these are really good days, and there are still, even in town, the hydra, they will blossom, so there will be nectar, and we saw some fresh nectar, so they're still collecting. If we put all the food in they need for winter, all the food now, and it's still collecting, there's no space for the queen. So we let the space. It's always a little bit tricky, but I don't want to get too much food in the hive. So let's see how they're doing. I hope they will survive winter and see all the movies, all these clips on bijenhuren.nl. You can see it at the end. And maybe next year, the new videos. See you in spring. Goodbye.